Hello, my friend. Today, I will tell you something that can change the way you think, feel, and act. Something about a quiet power inside every human power that, when used correctly, can transform an ordinary life into something extraordinary. This is the story of 7 silent truths. 7 lessons that show how learning to ignore the right things can free your mind, sharpen your focus, strengthen your discipline, and guide your life toward a calmer and more powerful direction. 1. Ignore the opinions that come from fear. Every day you hear voices around you, voices from friends, family, society, and even strangers who know nothing about your dreams. Many of these opinions are not born from understanding, but from fear. People often speak from their own limitations, their own failures, and their own memories of disappointment. When someone tells you, "You can't," what they truly mean is, "I couldn't." When someone says, "Be realistic," they often mean, "I was too scared to try." If you carry every fearful opinion in your mind, your dreams slowly lose their strength. The silent skill is learning to recognize when someone is projecting their fears onto you and choosing to quietly ignore it, not out of disrespect, but out of protection. Your potential needs space, not noise. 2. Ignore distractions that steal your focus. The world is louder today than ever before. Notifications interrupt your thinking. Social media demands your attention. The smallest distraction can pull your mind away from your purpose. Distraction is like tiny pieces of dust, small, harmless, but when they collect, they cloud your vision. Every distraction you allow becomes a small thief stealing your time, energy, and clarity. The silent skill is not about fighting distractions aggressively. It is about choosing silence. Focus grows in quiet moments. Dreams grow when the world is distant. Success grows when your mind is not divided. When you ignore the things that do not matter, something magical happens inside you. Your mind becomes sharp, your confidence rises, and your path becomes clear again. 3. Ignore the past that tries to control you. Your past speaks loudly, sometimes louder than people around you. It reminds you of failures, mistakes, heartbreaks, and moments where you fell apart. But the past is not a place to live. It is only a place to learn. Every time you allow old memories to control your present, you are giving power to something that no longer exists. The silent skill is refusing to let old pain decide your new future. You are allowed to grow. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to rewrite your story. Ignoring your past does not mean forgetting it. It means removing its chains from your future. You are not the same person you were before. You are stronger now, wiser now, and more capable than your past ever believed. 4. Ignore the doubt inside your own mind. The human mind is powerful, but sometimes it becomes your own enemy. Doubt whispers quietly, almost gently, but its effect is heavy. The doubt in your mind says, "What if you fail?" The fear in your mind says, "You are not good enough." But doubt is only a thought. Fear is only a feeling. Neither is a truth. Strong people are not people who never feel doubt. They are people who have learned to ignore it. When your mind says, "Stop," you gently redirect it. When your fear says, "Run," you tell yourself, "I will continue." The silent skill is ignoring the voice inside you that tries to limit you. When you silence doubt with action, your confidence grows. When you silence fear with movement, your courage strengthens. Your mind becomes your partner, not your opponent. 5. Ignore the pressure to get approval from everyone. Trying to please everyone is an exhausting life. Approval looks beautiful, but it becomes a chain around your neck when you depend on it. People change their opinions quickly. One day they praise you. The next day they misunderstand you. When you live for approval, your identity becomes weak. But when you ignore the pressure to satisfy everyone, your spirit becomes strong. The silent skill is understanding that not every opinion deserves space in your heart. You do not need to be liked by everyone. You only need to be aligned with your purpose. Your life is not a vote. Your future is not a discussion. You are allowed to walk your own path, even if others do not clap for you. Quiet confidence is more powerful than loud approval. 6. Ignore the noise of comparison. Comparison is a silent enemy. It steals your joy, your gratitude, and your self-worth without making a sound. You look at someone else's success and forget your own progress. You look at someone else's achievements and forget your own journey. But every person begins in a different place. Every life has a different timeline. Every success requires different seasons of growth. The silent skill is remembering that your story is unique. When you ignore comparison, you regain control of your emotional energy. You begin to appreciate how far you've come, instead of worrying how far others have gone. You begin to focus on your path, instead of chasing someone else's. Your mind becomes peaceful, and peace is the fuel of progress. 7. Ignore everything that does not build your future. Life becomes heavy when you say yes to everything. The world is full of noise, unnecessary drama, meaningless conversations, unhealthy habits, and empty distractions. Every time you give energy to something that does not matter, you lose energy for something that does matter. The silent skill is choosing your future over your comfort, choosing your purpose over your habits, choosing your growth over your excuses. When you learn to ignore everything that does not build your future, your life starts to rise naturally. You become focused. You become disciplined. You become someone who moves with intention instead of impulse. And slowly, your future starts opening in front of you with clarity and strength. Ignoring is not running away. Ignoring is not disrespect. Ignoring is not weakness. Ignoring is choosing peace. Ignoring is choosing clarity. Ignoring is choosing direction. The world will always be loud. Opinions will always be loud. Fear will always be loud. But your purpose, your truth, your inner voice, they grow strongest in silence. When you learn the silent skill of ignoring what holds you back, you finally begin the journey toward the person you were always meant to become.